Welcome everybody to What's What with Old Man Liver. This is my chance to have my own fucking podcast and say whatever the fuck I want and have whatever guests I want on my own fucking show, and nobody can tell me any different. So today's episode focuses on the Pioneer Saloon, which is the oldest bar and grill in all of Southern Nevada in the Las Vegas area. And it's veterans of the Pioneer Saloon that have been around, the folks that have been around the longest, have the best stories, have the history of various different owners, probably the most insight as to whether the Pioneer Saloon is really haunted or not. So we'll cover some of that. Also the video game that a couple of our folks here have characters that are based on called Fallout New Vegas. So I just want to welcome Gordy, Dale, and Flynn to the show. Thank you guys for coming out today. I appreciate it.
Anytime.
And this is the authentic shit of the real people behind the Pioneer Saloon and Good Springs, Nevada, because we all four of us live in Good Springs, which is the small little 200-person town in which the Pioneer resides in, about 20 miles outside of Vegas, so very close. So anyway, I want to start with Gordy. So Gordy's got, what's the name of the character that they based on you in Fallout New Vegas video game?
Easy Pete.
Easy Pete.
That's who I am.
Okay, so how long ago did the video game makers come around that created this show Fallout New Vegas?
Somewhere around 2010, I'm thinking.
2010. Yeah. Okay, so it's been around about 13 years, yeah. And at the time, were you working at the Pioneer?
Yeah.
Still, how long have you worked at the Pioneer for?
Oh, forever. I don't know, about 20 years or so.
About 20 years?
Yeah.
All right. So, so what, of all the owners at the Pioneer, which one is the coolest?
Well, so far it's you. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good answer. Good answer.
Nice answer.
Flynn's laughing. It's like, I think otherwise. Yeah. So what brought you to Good Springs, and how did you end up at the Pioneer?
Well, my mom brought me here because she needed a trailer.
You mean she gave birth to you, or she physically?
That same one.
Okay.
Yeah. Wanted me to come down and fix her trailer. I fixed her trailer, did a side job, cut half my head off, ended up staying Good Springs for a minute.
Oh, yeah. So there's a story behind why you grow your beard out so much. Can you tell it briefly?
Yeah, well, making a fish tank. Put a grinder down, the wheel fell off, shot me, hit me in the chin, and cut half my head off. I've been here ever since.
Well, you look like you have most of your head.
Yeah, well, no sense, so.
So that's, the brain, brain power may be, running on empty, but that's that's all of us at this age, fuck.
Yeah, but I was blowing up mountains, working at a mine, security of another mine, working at the Pioneer, trying to start my own landscaping business all at the same time.
All right, and is there a reason you stay in Good Springs?
Well, I couldn't go anywhere else at the time.
Were you banned from the rest of the country? Or?
Well, can't do much. And I got to know everybody in town, real quick.
So you're comfortable there.
Yep.
And you're still working at the Pioneer Saloon to this day, going on like 20 years or so?
Yeah, 20, 50.
Okay, that's awesome. So how about you, Dale? When did you end up in Good Springs, and when did you start at the Pioneer?
I ended up in Good Springs in 1996. Yeah, because my final parent, my mom, passed away, and I just moved out here because the fact is, there's nothing left for me where I'm at. Because
Wait, there was nothing left for you where you were at, and so you moved to a town of 200 people?
I moved down there, and first because in '85, just when I was still in town, I started working for Whiskey Pete's in Prim Valley.
So you've been working for Dang Whiskey Pete's and Dang Prim Valley.
About 24 and a half years, yeah.
Okay, and then somewhere in there you transitioned to the Pioneer?
Oh, no, actually, when they changed ownership to Hertz.
Now, Flynn, what brought you to Good Springs? And I know you've worked at like the Good Springs General Store, and there's like a chef, that's a character that's on the video game too. Like, give us a little background on how you ended up there.
Well, I came out to the desert in 1995, and I lived in Sandy Valley because my family lived out there at the time. And everything in Sandy Valley is like far apart, So.
Yeah, so Sandy Valley for viewers is the next closest small town to Good Springs, which is about 2,700 people, where Good Springs is about 200 people. But
So my landlord ended up selling the property I lived on, so I found a place in Good Springs and been there ever since. And,
and how long ago was that?
hell, 15, 16 years maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, I helped him move there too.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that 16, 17.
Is that true? Gordy helped you move?
3
Yeah.
times.
Okay.
I moved from Good Springs to Good Springs.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was just hallucinating that
Oh, no.
experience or if that actually happened.
A few times.
Okay, so that's funny. So Gordy was already out there when you moved.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, I lived in Sandy Valley when Gordy came to Good Springs.
Okay. And then, so how'd you end up at the Pioneer, or the general store? I think you worked at the general store first, or
Well, I used to subcontract to do the janitorial work originally, and then somebody was quitting, so they asked me if I wanted to work in the store, and that's how I got in the store.
nice.
And wasn't near as busy back then as it is now.
Got now, huh? That's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
'cause, see, we didn't have food back there then, just microwave stuff.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah, people don't realize the Pioneer didn't always have food. It wasn't that long ago that it was what, pickled eggs and chips
Yeah.
Yeah.
was the most you could get.
yeah,
Is that kind of cringy?
Yeah, that's
Was it
cringy
not
a
that
little bit.
good?
Yeah, I've had some of that. Yeah.
I love the pickle eggs.
That's something.
No, I never got into that. No.
Yeah, no, that's something we would do in Louisiana or something. Pickle some eggs and then fry them, or then put them in butter and oil and then serve them. I get really any food is good if you're
Yeah.
fucking
Hungry.
yeah. Yes, if you're hungry.
I'm just-
and if you throw enough butter and oil at it.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's cool. And then you're still working in the Pioneer to this day, correct?
yeah.
Yeah, so that's cool. So here's my first question, and whoever has the most is the most passionate about it, I want the audience to understand: is the Pioneer Saloon really haunted?
I would say yes.
Yes. Dale's a yes.
I agree
What
with
do you
on
think,
that,
Gordy?
yeah. I've
I've
seen
been
some
there a
strange
minute. I've
things.
seen weird shit. But,
You've seen weird shit?
Yeah, it's me. I've seen a lot of weird shit. I've never seen any apparitions, but a lot of dang strange things, like slamming doors and everything like that when there's no wind and anything. Yeah, that it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
I never actually saw that person until about 3 weeks ago,
Really?
and I didn't tell nobody.
Oh shit! This is
No,
inside
that's-
info. Let's go. Where'd you see
Keeping
it?
it under wraps. Huh?
Right, like standing right in front of the door that goes out where the bands play, like right in the doorway, and I did a double take, and I went, "Whoa, I'm not telling nobody shit."
Until today.
Then I
Until
finally,
today.
Then the bartender and some people were talking about it, and I went, "Well, I got to be honest. I saw a ghost about a week ago.
Oh shit!
So it's like a tall man. It looked like to me, and like I shook my head, and then it wasn't there anymore. But
Yeah. So is that what it just appeared for just a couple seconds and then
Yeah.
was gone?
yeah,
Interesting.
There you go.
and
Right?
I
Nope,
figured
it's not there again.
eventually I was bound to see one eventually. You know,
Yeah.
I'd seen some strange stuff happen in there.
For sure. And if you think about it, if anywhere is going to be haunted, it's the fucking Pioneer Saloon.
Yeah, because we don't really know the true history of the Pioneer.
Nobody does.
Just like they don't, like mining companies didn't advertise how many people got killed in the mines.
Right.
But a lot of people got killed in the mines,
Right.
especially 100 years ago, you know.
They're still buried
And
there.
Yeah. They're still in there.
and they don't advertise, how many people got shot in the bar other than the card game thing.
Right.
I mean, it's a mining town. Mining towns are crazy. That's just the way it is.
Yeah. Because how many, doesn't the Pioneer Saloon have like several bullet holes, not just
Several.
the three?
Oh, yeah. Quite a few.
Oh,
Yeah. And they're all in various spots that you're
Yeah.
not
Well, there's
looking.
some back there in the dining room, but I think that they're just hidden behind those panels back there.
Oh, so you can't see them?
You can't see them. Yeah, that
kind
little
of
big
covered up.
brown panel that goes around in back
Oh, yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, that's some of them have been covered up by those panels.
Took
Yeah.
them out of the ceiling and put them on the floor and on the walls.
Oh.
That's why the ceiling's flat now instead of going up to the peak of the gable.
Oh, that's interesting. See, this is some good inside scoop already. And for Flynn to have gone that long, and I know you're in touch with that, with the external spirits and so forth, and because you believe in reincarnation, right?
Yeah.
And I know you've had, haven't you said you've had visions of of past lives and
Yes. I still do. You know, I mean,
yeah. And one of them, I remember you telling me, was even a woman, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so that's interesting. But so like I think if people that are really in touch with the energies and spirits around them are more apt to be accepting to see and hear some more things than someone that's just closed off to it.
Yeah.
Well, you know, you have to keep an open mind on everything.
Yeah.
You know?
Right, that's a good point.
Because that's just, you know, to me, it's like anything's possible.
Yeah.
And, you know, that opens up that door. So, you know, if you look at stuff with an open mind, it's like there's a lot of stuff that's unexplainable.
Yeah.
You know, so,
Well, the only damn thing about that, see, because when my dad died in hospital over at, I think it was UMC, I had recurring damn dreams of walking in, because when you walked in there, he's laying on the slab with the sheet over his privates and all this stuff like that. And he got up and sat up and said, "Don't worry, Dale, everything will be all right." It took me like about 3-4 months or so before I got over this stuff. And when the last dream I had of that, he actually got up and started coming toward me, which was kind of a little weird and scary.
Oh, shit.
You know?
It's like
Yeah.
straight out of a horror movie.
Yeah.
Good God, man. Yeah, I had people ask me about the haunted shit, and it was just about 2 months after I acquired the Pioneer Saloon, and we had just been filming a movie with Jamie Kennedy, and it was a movie called Don't Suck, and so I was there until like 4 a.m. while they were filming, and then everybody left. The whole production company closed down, and I'm starting to close up, and I'm the only one there, and same kind of thing. I see out of the corner of my eye somebody walking by in the dining room that I knew wasn't there, because I knew I was the only person. I'd closed all the other doors up, and that was it. And at the same time, I heard this fucking sound that was like, it was like no animal I could ever describe. It was like a mixture of a bunch of animal sounds coming from over by the bathrooms in the saloon. And I was like, fuck, I think I just heard and saw my first ghost at this place. But the truth is, my house in Good Springs, because I live in Good Springs as well, and my house is more fucking haunted than the saloon even, because it's even older, and I know you knew it was haunted before I moved in, and you just didn't tell me, because I know you know the whole fucking town, and you've moved everybody in and all shit. So this thing it's from like 1910, my house, and it's all built off, and there's different flooring, and I swear to God, every fucking night that I stay there, something happens. A door opens, or I hear people in the other room.
You sure
I hear that.
Yeah. I hear people calling me out, and then I realize
There's people
nobody's
talking
there.
Over here, talking over there. And
But it's pretty clear. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
kind of freaky, and then you start.
He still ain't gonna let me go down the mine shaft yet.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Like Gordy's all excited because my property is a mine shaft, and of course he's been down there. And I'm like, nobody needs to go down there and get crushed and killed in a collapsed
You
mine
mess
shaft.
with Larry, though. That'd be so
But
cool.
it would be, and you talk about bodies, it would be a good spot to throw bodies.
You're right.
Nobody
Nobody knows where it
I
goes.
think it would be cool for growing mushrooms, like magic mushrooms. Like that would be the perfect shape. It's like, it goes like fucking 4 stories down. It's like when I first opened that up, I thought I was like in a fucking sci-fi movie, and it was a missile silo. It was like one of those where you throw the rock in and you wait like a
Wait
long
for it
time
to hit.
until you hear it. Yeah.
Boink,
So I was like,
yeah.
what the fuck, man? But then, of course, the entrepreneur side comes out in me. I'm like, let's grow some fucking mushrooms in this thing. And
It's
I
already
know,
started, trust me.
hey, I'm just saying, like,
Okay.
mushrooms is the next marijuana for industry things. I'm just saying it out loud. But that's my big joke, because everybody's fucking investing in the marijuana industry, and I'm like, think of the next industry that's going to hit, and fucking mushrooms. Anyway, I digress. So, so what's the craziest thing that's ever happened to you at the Pioneer, Gordy?
I don't know.
I can tell you the craziest thing that's ever happened since
think
I've
it's-
know you.
I think it's that Fallout deal.
Which Fallout deal?
The first one,
event?
that big episode.
Yeah, we did have a big event for the video game Fallout New Vegas, and that was, Gordy was in.
That was
What
crazy.
about when you blew up the The propane tank.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
you walked up there.
That's
got
what
knocked
I was
about 10,
thinking.
20 feet backwards. Yeah.
Were you there when that happened, Dale?
I was in the general area, but I didn't quite see it. But I heard the big bang.
Dude, the general area was like the whole town. So I swear to God. So this is a true
I heard
story.
a big bang and I'm out there, and he's on the ground now.
Yeah, so Gordy's working on the propane tanks out there, and we got a leak. And one thing happened and led to another, and this and that. And this happened to be a night. I happened to be chilling, and me and my old lady were going to sleep that night, just like, oh, we can finally fucking relax and just watch a movie and just go to bed early and relax in bed. All of a sudden, ding,
How'd that turn
you need
out?
to get to the right. You knew that was fucked up. You know, you need to get to the Pioneer right away. We get over there. There's fucking ambulances everywhere, fire trucks, police, you name it. And we come running in. We're like, what the fuck happened? Gordy, are you okay? And Gordy's like, yeah, boss, I'm fine. And it was like, he was straight out of a fucking cartoon where he was like smoking still. His beard was singed. And
Smoking, kind of like Huckleberry Hound, or everybody get all.
for real, yeah.
Yeah,
but he was a real person.
blown off, and there's smoking, and the top of it's on fire.
That's exactly
Yeah,
what he
yeah.
looked like.
Yeah.
And he's in. At the time, you were declining any medical attention. And it's like, dude, you need to be checked out.
I felt great.
Well, so- yeah, maybe it's like the new high, man. Just
I don't know, but
throw
when
your
I
head
had
against the
second
wall.
Whiff of that.
So yeah, this propane thing exploded, and he flies back 10 feet and got knocked out for several seconds. The entire town of Good Springs calls 911 at the same time. It actually helped, close the lines. All the 911 lines were busy, and I'm like, what in the fuck happened?
Well, it wasn't my fault. They just could have warned me a little sooner. I would have got there a little sooner.
Yeah, of course, it's never our fault.
Yeah,
right?
no, huh?
None of it's ever my fault either.
It didn't burn down. It's great.
Yeah, I'm innocent.
I'm
Okay.
guilty, and I can prove it.
Thanks.
The only time I really got hurt was when I was working for Tom. And it was real windy out, and I would think opening up the thing, one of the right door of the thing, the bin, to
Slung
the thing
like
like
a
somebody left
slingshot.
the trash in the wind, and the wind pulled it, flipped me around. I went like I played
Well, that's the
Superman.
thing. The wind gets so crazy
Yeah,
out there. It's
I
like,
played Superman for a minute until gravity took care of it, and I then hit a rock, hit me right around in this area here.
oh, geez.
It just stabbed me right there, and then go. I figured somebody's gonna think, well,
Oh shit. So like, are you
No
okay to
first
this day, or is the
yeah,
rock still
there's a
embedded in
little
your
scar
rib?
there, yeah, because every time I then go bang into damn things, it would break loose, and
Well,
then
you might
blood
want to
would start
try
coming
not
down the
banging
side of
into
my-
things. That might,
side of my shirt,
that might
yeah.
be. I mean, I'm no doctor, but I'm just saying as a start. Like,
Well, eventually they didn't, because it happened during with a lot of people there. Then they called the EMT in there, but the EMT wasn't really my friend after what he said, because he looked at it and he said, "Well, it looks like cancer." I said, "That's not the greatest thing to say to me."
yeah, right. That's not what you want to hear.
No, because they just sewed it up, and they said you would do a blood test, but they never did call me back to do it. So, and that's about 4 years ago or so, and I'm still here, so I don't think it was cancer.
yeah. No,
I think I'd be in the morgue right now, or in the grave.
right. Yeah. Well, I mean, how often do you go to a doctor to see if you have cancer or not? Now, tell the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah. When was the last time you went to a doctor?
Last
Dale?
weekend.
Oh, not today. No, I've been doctor because I had the only time I was in for a long time was when I had pneumonia in '93, in July, when I was trying to be a bar back at
In
Prim.
1993.
Yeah.
All right, you just proved my point there. I think.
Yeah, then I spent 11 days in there, and they poked me full of holes. Yeah, but other than that, then I don't want to go back in there again. No.
Shit, they poked you full of holes. You might want to get a different doctor.
Oh yeah, it's like
That wasn't a gay
they were
club you went
training
out to, was
people
it?
or something like that. Because this one guy came in with a needle about yay long, and to get blood, and he missed twice. I said, "Go get somebody else."
That's not right.
Well, you guys are supposed to be getting to sleep there and get well. So how can I when everybody keeps coming in and everything, then taking blood gases or something this or that? Yeah. Or then I had a nurse that read my thing when I was going in there, and read my temperature is like about almost 102 degrees or more. And then they says, well, if it's that damn high, hey, he'd probably be slightly delirious, so you might want to go take it again.
Oh shit.
Next question.
Hey, no, I wanted to hear about a nurse, his experience with a nurse in 1993. That was actually on my list right here.
Right there at the bottom, right?
So Flynn, how come you stay in Good Springs?
Well, I feel like I'm supposed to be in Good Springs.
That gets where you were meant to be.
Yeah,
I totally get that.
at least for right now.
Yeah.
Because I could have went to Kentucky where my family's at, but which is a cool place, but
Yeah. So
I don't want to leave Good Springs.
yeah. It's like,
My energy's high there. Now working at Pine Deer again, it's like it's great. It's because I need a lot of people. A lot of people know me.
oh, yeah.
A hell of a
I
lot.
just met him
I
yesterday.
mean, you guys are all famous at the Pine, more famous than me for sure.
Oh man,
No,
So you're
catching up
comfortable?
real quick.
I know.
I'm voting for you for president.
Well, I see you have the Old Man Liver for President T-shirt.
What happened to the Easy Pete president deal?
Well, Easy Pete can be the high priestess for Old Man Liver's presidential campaign. How about
Again?
that? See, yeah, again. Yes, again. Well, I appreciate the support for president. Why would you vote for me over any of the other candidates?
Well, because, like you said, fun. It'll be fun.
Thanks.
Yeah.
That's true. That is what I'm running on. Simple, fair, and fun. It's like fucking, we've lost all that shit. Everything's gotten so complicated and fucking life. They try to throw taxes at you and
Whiskey, women, and weed.
whiskey, women, and weed. That's all life is about, right? Thank you.
Now, you'd be at them first for me because I've never voted for a president ever.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
We
see,
need,
I'll vote for
have you
first.
registered to vote yet? Ever?
Never.
He's not
never.
Well, you
voting.
need to register first. That's
Yeah.
step one.
Yeah.
And then, and I'll tell the audience out there, I'm running for any office, anywhere of anything. So just even if my name's not on the ballot, just cross out
Yeah,
shit or
write it
write
in.
in OML or Old Man Liver. I don't care if it's for president, for governor, for mayor, or your HOA board. I'm running for it all, and I'm going to see how many offices I can
Run to?
run to. Thank you. Because I figure I can do a better job than 95% of the fuckers out there anyway.
Yeah.
Even doing nothing.
Even this. Just me and
Sometimes
your
I'd
own
rather
little-
them they do nothing.
Yeah.
It's like Jesus, it's like ridiculous. But so
I get
thank you for supporting my presidential campaign.
You're welcome.
And and Dale's laughing, but Dale's
Yeah,
gonna go out and
yeah.
register to vote now.
Yeah, so I'm still runner up again. Huh?
Yes. No, you're high priestess.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Oh.
Are you registered to vote, Gordy?
Why?
Yeah,
Why
I
should I vote for someone else and screw up the economy anyways?
Well, now that I'm running, are you going to
Oh, yeah, well,
register?
yeah, you-
Yeah.
Thank you, 'cause it's really all about me. Even
Okay. Yeah,
Just
you're
give me
up.
the paper, I'll sign it.
in that case, I've got all kinds of things for you to sign.
I'll step down.
Yeah.
I'm signing
You have Old Man
life.
Liver, my trailer. Okay, if you
Yeah,
could just
yeah.
sign this, thank you.
There you go. Signed, sealed, and delivered.
Yeah, we have I love living in Good Springs too. It's just so fun. Everyone's so cool and nice, and it's a pretty diverse crowd out there. Like
Yeah, I call them characters in our big comedy show.
that's funny. That's true.
Yeah,
It
we
is.
are our own comedy place.
Oh, it is. It's the whole town is a comedy show, in a good way,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah, and we're all just different characters in the show.
Yeah, right.
The way I look at it,
Just
I
like your
agree.
show here.
And then
like
that's
a
why-
cartoon that never ended.
Right. This is kind of. I feel like I'm in a cartoon right now as we speak. But yeah, I fell in love with the town of Good Springs, and I got chickens now. And my bass player came up from L.A. To do our last show, and he's like, "Dude, you're turning into a redneck." And I'm like, "Not a redneck, just because I have chickens and I'm wearing a hat so I don't get my face burnt." And then I heard what I was saying. I'm like, "God damn it, I am a fucking redneck now. God damn it."
Second stage.
But it's a great town, and I.
Even your damn rooster came up and pecked me on my knee.
You're not going to sue, are you?
Yeah, I just call him Roost.
You call the rooster Roost because you can't remember
hey,
Picasso?
Roost. How you doing, girls?
Picasso that hard of a name to memorize?
Can't even say it right.
Hey, Roost is fine as
Close
long as
enough.
you don't sue us for him pecking your kneecap out or
No, you
pecking
just
at
like
your
that,
rib.
bang, like that.
You got to
Once.
sign a waiver deal.
Yeah, I got another way. We had all these guys sign waivers, right? Okay, just making sure. Okay, thanks.
I signed 2 of them.
Yeah, and Gordy has 5.
Oh, I gotta catch up. I'll resign.
Oh, fuck. This has been awesome. Well, I appreciate you guys coming out to be on the show, and it means a lot to me. And because this is the veteran pioneer group that has stories that go back 10, 20 years where a lot of us have a lot of experience there. But
Hey, can I tell a quick story?
please, I'd love it.
Speaking of chickens.
Oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
It's not a sex story. is it?
Uh-oh.
We used to have chicken shit bingo at all the events.
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
I'd have to go out
yeah.
and catch
Okay,
them.
we were having it on Saturday and Sunday. So Saturday, the bartender takes the chicken to her house, right? And we come out in the morning, and chicken's still in the cage, but without a head.
So I had to go get the chicken.
I guess the chicken stuck his head out the cage,
And the
and her
dog bit it
dog bit his head off.
Oh, shit.
Whoops.
So we had borrowed that chicken from somebody. And
Oh, brother.
so you know what she does? She makes the guy a chicken dinner.
You're kidding
With
me.
his chicken.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
The chicken became dinner because it got its head bit off by a dog?
It wasn't the same chicken, but it's like it was just ironic. She made him chicken dinner. You know?
So wait, y'all borrowed someone's
Yeah.
chicken and you returned them headless?
We
no,
borrowed
well,
the
we,
chicken.
you fucking
we kind of
Aussie?
like didn't return it. Said, hey,
More like-
the chicken had an
like
accident.
voodoo.
So we had to go get another chicken. I had to go out and catch 2 more chickens.
And they
You
were
had to
so,
catch extra chickens to make up
Yeah.
for the headless dead one?
yeah, and they were so skinny that they got right out of the cage.
They ran through the bottom part of the cage and took off.
They can fit through those little
The-
tiny fucking
well, the
holes.
Just
one-
that bottom rack, that bottom run.
Oh, okay.
That's why
Yeah,
that bungee
because the
cord
chicken
was
shit
around.
bingo game is still at the Pioneer. Like
That's
we
why
still
that
have.
bungee cords around the bottom of the run.
Oh man, that was a funny day.
Oh my
There was
God, that
chickens running everywhere.
I would have been
everywhere.
freaking out, like
People
returning
trying to
someone's
catch 'em.
pet with no head. That's
It was crazy.
oh my God, that's a freaking crazy story.
And they ran under the deck. The dogs were running under
Ran
the
over a
deck.
dick? Is that what you said?
Well, it depends on who was in the way.
Oh, good God.
Under the deck.
Under the
Yeah,
deck
that's
or the dick?
Right where you cook?
But see, that deck used to be open in the back, right there by that door we don't use.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But that used to be like the little loading dock, and it had it wasn't enclosed. And
Yeah.
The dogs were running under
Interesting.
there. Chickens were running under there, and they'd chase them.
Are there any like inside secrets that you guys know about that I wouldn't even have discovered yet?
Well,
oh,
no.
there's secrets.
Come on, this is a show about divulging secrets for the first time.
I don't know.
We've had several done on this podcast. And then what have you ever been in, Flynn, have you ever been in the area, the basement where the, like,
Oh, yeah.
the ghost adventurers went under? And I I know Gordy has.
Yeah, I've
'Cause
been
he-
down there.
Gordy
I
will
sit
go
in
anywhere.
camp up
But
down
You used
Down
to
that
be able
little
to,
hatch?
Yeah.
You used to
yeah.
be able
been
I
there
looked
too,
down
Dale?
there, but I never went in there. No.
yeah.
you used to be
down
able to
there.
just pop that thing up and climb down the ladder.
Oh shit! How deep is it? Like,
About as tall as Flynn.
is that right?
No, it's you can walk around under it.
You can, like,
Yeah, you
standing
can,
up.
Yeah,
Yeah, well, a little hunch.
they actually, I believe they used to store beer down there.
Yeah.
way back
Yeah,
in the
that's
day.
what
It was a cold storage.
So
keep-
during Prohibition,
That's where they
is that?
kept
No, before
that's where they
that,
kept their dang beer to keep it a little cooler than on the hot days.
Shit, maybe we should do that again and
See,
save
the
us some
hotel was the first
electricity
place
bill.
that had electricity in Good Springs.
Yeah. Shit, maybe we should go back to that. Save some money.
Yeah,
we
solar.
we celebrate the first day we had our first stop sign put in.
Couldn't run stop sign. We didn't have any.
Sad.
And when I first came out to Good Springs,
All
only
the
the
roads were
main
almost
drag
dirt.
was paved. All the other little side roads were dirt.
Yep.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
That was the only main street that had pavement on it.
So it's actually more developed than it was
Yeah.
20 years ago or whatever?
Well, they did put another street over the other street. So you know.
Yeah, I noticed that's
when-
that's how we patch things out in Good Springs. We don't take the other part off. We just add it on
Yeah.
top.
Go right
Yeah.
over the top of it.
Everything is like that out there in Good Springs and with Pioneer. Everything has like 4 different floorings and
Layers and layers.
Did you
and
ever see
layers.
the house I live in? It's like paint on paint on paint on paint on paint.
Yeah, but-
it's a big
And people that
110 year
peel
old
it off,
Band-Aid.
it's about that thick. You know?
Jesus
But
Christ.
it's
Yeah.
durable.
Well, that's what's funny. Yeah, and then you talk about it is funny to me that the Good Springs Elementary School is like across the street from the bar practically. And you'd never
Yeah.
have that happen this day and age. And they still have 2 students there, and they've got to stay open even if they have 1 student. So they have 2 teachers to 2 students. So I'm like, if you want to give your kids a great education,
Great
come
one, yeah.
move them out to Good Springs.
Oh,
and
they're
the
good.
teachers are
Yeah, yeah.
fucking awesome
And
over
you got
there.
the same
There's
teacher
only
from
2
first to
students?
6th.
What's that?
There's only 2 students.
Yeah, 2 students. There were 5. Now it's down
Yeah, well,
to
it's
2.
like the 5 or 7, but now it went
Yeah.
down. Yeah.
We had
Yeah,
a max
like-
of 8 at one time.
People are like homeschooling their kids.
Yeah, and the rest of them were going to $70.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anything past fifth grade, yeah, they were all going over to the Santa Fe.
Yeah, it's funny, but it was cute last year when like 5 of them drew pictures of the Pioneer Saloon. I'm like, is that bad that our local elementary students are drawing a picture of their local bar? And then somebody made me feel better when they're like, no, it's a historical landmark. It's a Nevada historic. That's what they're drawing pictures of. Like, okay, good. Fuck, I'll go with that
Anybody
angle.
can draw a
then.
picture of anything.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's a Nevada historical landmark. It's not
all
a
a pioneer.
it's not a bar. Like,
It's a saloon.
it's a saloon. Thank you. It's not even a bar. It's a saloon.
It's a drinking place.
Yes, it's a
it is?
thirst hole.
Yeah. The old local watering hole is what it was.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, that's great stories. Well, I appreciate all of y'all for being on the show today. This is What's What with Old Man Liver. Thank you, Gordy, Dale, and Flynn of the Pioneer Saloon in Good Springs, Nevada. We'll see you next time.
It's What's What? It's What's What?